Today we will explain Piston time monitoring tool. So this icon that you see on the right hand side of the screen, that icon is the Piston time monitoring tool icon. Whenever you see this icon, it means the tool is running and it is monitoring your time and work hours. So you can open this box by just double clicking on it, and you can see the username, that is the employee's name, uh, and the computer name, that is the work machine that the employee is using. We can see the monitoring hours, that means the time that this application has been running on this machine, and the work hours, that means the hours that the employee was working on this machine. So we can see more detailed view as well. For that, all we have to do is just click on the plus icon over here. Over here, we can see many details. For example, over here we can see number of days in the month, and we can see next thing is number of working days. That is uh, the days excluding the holidays, for example, Sundays or any festival days. So, and next thing is average working hours. So we can see it is 216 over here. That means, for example, if the employee has to cover 8 hours of working time in a day, and if you have to calculate it in a month, that means 8 into 27 becomes 216 hours. So the employee has to cover 216 hours, and he can self monitor himself how much he has worked, how much he is lagging behind, or how much he has exceeded the time limit. At the same time, the employee can as well self monitor himself on a day to day basis. Uh, so he can, for example, on 1st of October, he can see how much time he worked, and when you click on this, the you can select each and every day and populate the work hours, the working details. So, for example, now I have selected uh, the 1st of October, and here on the right hand side, it shows uh, the detail view. That means um what application was being used on that day, on that particular day, how much time uh, did the employee spend on, and to see it in more detailedly, you can just click on summary view and uh, open, just double click over here. Okay, over here we can see the application Azure user at Ubuntu. This application has was being used at multiple occasions, as we can see. So at this time period, we can also check at specific time period what the user was doing on that particular application. So at this time period, we can see there was the activity, there was a mouse click on that application. Same way over here, if you select a different time period, you can see at that time what the user was doing at that particular application. So there was a control C of a button pressed and down button pressed. You can see that in detail what was the user doing, the employee doing at that particular time. So There is a detail view as well. So in detail view mode, at this particular time period, that is 11:32, it shows specific. It shows the detail of specific time. So at this time, 11:32, what was the user performing? What action the user was performing at this particular application? So the user was. So we can see there was a mouse click that was recorded by this monitoring tool. Okay. So now uh, I I have logged in as a administrator. So when a manager wants to see his entire team's performance, entire team's work hours, or he can easily do that by just removing the name over here and just populate. So when you click on populate, you can see all the employees in the organization or in the team and their details date wise. So you can select any user, any employee, and populate his details. Same way, as I explained, there is a summary view and a detail view. So we can see all the application that the employee was working on that specific day, and how much hour he worked for, how much time he spent on what application. Everything is recorded in detail. Now we can see the last seen status as well. So the last seen status means over here we can see different colors. So the green color indicates that this employee is right now working on his machine, uh, and the light blue color means the blue color means uh, he was active in the last half an hour period, and gray color means dark gray color means he is inactive since more than since more than 1 hour. And at the same time, we can see the last seen timing as well of every employee. And we can also populate, we can also select the date range. It's very flexible, and populate uh, detail in every detail as per your wish.